Hi, Salina.
Hey, Ahmed, how are you?
I'm good. We are back with our third theme from Youth for Climate, Driving Ambition.
I'm excited. I mean, there's a lot of momentum towards these events, but I think one area that, needs a lot more emphasis is the fact that climate action cannot just be driven by governments. There's a lot of work that can be done by people who are not considered, a policymaker or part of their decision making for the countries.
Which is why one of the 4 working groups will be focused on engaging non-state actors. And we have 5 topics. We have food, we have sports, fashion, the arts, and we have entrepreneurship.
And the first one up is food. It's kind of hard to get all the information to understand how your personal eating habits have an impact on the climate, but it's also one that we have so much power over.
Food is the most personal thing there is, right? When we have these conversations, it's something that affects every aspect of our lives and something that we interact with every single day.
Also, at the same time, it's important for us to work with companies. So I think it's a topic where you kind of need changes on both fronts.
Absolutely, yeah. I think the producer-consumer relationship is so important here.
And just like food is personal, so is sports. And I've spent the summer really enjoying the Olympics, but we know that extreme heat was something that the athletes really struggled with. And this is something that we don't talk about enough. Sports is really being influenced and impacted by climate change.
We'll be exploring how sport organizations can reduce their impact on climate, as well as use their platform to inspire sports fans to take action.
And if that isn't exciting enough, we also have fashion. I love fashion, but as I've learned, the fashion industry is responsible for 8 to 10% of greenhouse gas emissions. So there's a huge role to be played in making it more sustainable. And there's 2 sides, just like food. One is our own choices, but also from the company side, looking at supply chains and thinking about how we can engage consumers to start thinking about the role of our clothes and the impact that it has on the climate.
To make decisions about what we wear, what we eat, about what sports we watch, we have to be aware of the stakes. And one thing that I found personally powerful as a poet and as an artist is storytelling. And so when we think about the power of art to create change, film, music, poetry, and visual arts can all be powerful tools for the facilitation of climate action.
I love that. I think the arts is an area that has so much power in being able to show us what a different world can look like as well. And to think about how we can tap into our own imagination, our own creativity. We need creativity in all of these areas to drive new solutions. And there are so many young people who are taking their ideas into action as entrepreneurs. This is something that has such a huge role to play in driving transformation and an innovation across the sectors we've talked about.
Whether it's sport, whether it's fashion, whether it's the arts, entrepreneurship intersects with all of these industries in really, really powerful ways.
Yeah, I can't believe this was just one theme. There was so much within it. It's so hard for me to pick my favorite. So I would love to know what everyone is interested about, what you've been working on, and to continue this conversation online.
So thank you so much for joining us.
We'll see you next time for the next theme.
Bye.